Hi, in this video I'm going to go over marketing objectives. So it's 3.3.1, setting marketing objectives, and we'll have a look at all of these in this very quick overview of the type of marketing objectives that businesses have. So what is a marketing objective? It's a goal that is set for the marketing department to achieve that will help a business to achieve their corporate objectives. Really important that the targets that are set for the marketing department have been set with the corporate objective in mind. What, as a business, are we trying to achieve overall? Therefore, if we're trying to achieve that goal, what does our marketing department need to do? What do they need to achieve for us to be successful in achieving our goal? So, the types of marketing objectives that tend to be set. We may get objectives in terms of sales volume. For example, a coffee shop may decide that they want to sell 1,000 cups of coffee a day. We may get a target in terms of sales value. That might work out as £2,000 worth of sales a day. Okay, so we can set targets in terms of the amount that we're actually selling, the volume, the number of units we sell, or the monetary value of those units. There's a formula to work out sales value. It's the same as for sales revenue. Units sold times the average selling price. Price times quantity equals the value of your sales. There may be targets around entering into particular markets that are growing. So we would want to know about the market size. So therefore, we would look to measure the size of the market. So we might measure, to take the coffee example, we might measure that in this town, 5,000 cups of coffee are sold a day. We're aiming to sell 1,000 cups of coffee. So the market size would be 5,000 cups of coffee. You can think about market size. I've got this picture here of this, looks like a cookie that has been split into different segments. The total size of the cookie is the market size. That would represent all of the sales of cups of coffee. And we'll have a look at what the little segments would represent in just a minute. We can also calculate the market size in terms of value. So to take the example of the coffee, if we were selling 5,000 cups of coffee, each one of those cups of coffee was being sold for £2. The market value is £10,000. There's 5,000 cups of coffee being sold in total, £2 each, and that is a £10,000 market value. The size of the market is £10,000 a day. We might look at to get into a market that is growing quickly, in which case we need to measure the size of that growth. In this case, we had the cookie in the last one. In this case, what has happened is the market has got bigger. There are more sales in total in this market. Think about the smartphone market a few years ago, when Apple, probably about 10 years ago now, when Apple brought out the first iPhone, and sales of those, that grew very quickly. That was a really fast growing market, to the extent that pretty much everyone today has got a smartphone, certainly in the Western world. So how do we calculate market growth? We need to know how to calculate a percentage change. So the formula is there. We first of all calculate the change in the size of the market. The formula is basically the difference between what the market was last year, the market size this year, divide that by the size of the market last year, times it by 100. Really important to be able to work out a percentage change in business. Okay, we might need to do it for a lot of things. Having a look at how the size of the workforce has changed. So calculating percentage changes is an essential skill. Make sure you know how to do it. In terms of market share, well, this is our cookie representing all of the sales of coffee in the market. These different individual kind of slices might represent all the different coffee shops. We've got one coffee shop here with a really big share of the market, almost half of the sales of cups of coffee. That would be 2,500 cups of coffee, represented by half. And then we've got some smaller coffee shops here, and there are 5 different competitors in this market in total, each one with a different market share. So what is market share? It's the percentage of total market the percentage of total market sales accounted for by one business. So how do we work it out? We work out the sales of that individual business, we divide that by the total market sales and times that by 100. So in the case of my cups of coffee, we're aiming to sell 1,000 cups of coffee today. The market's worth 5,000. 1,000 divided by 5,000 times 100 equals 20. That would be 20% market share. Finally, brand loyalty. We may have an objective around improving the level of brand loyalty. What is brand loyalty? Is the extent to which consumers will make repeat purchases from the same organisation. So Apple, Toyota, Google, all examples of companies that people come back to time and time again. Huge brand loyalty there. In other markets, people may be more fickle in terms of where they choose to spend their money. For example, in the supermarket industry, some people are very loyal to a shop, say Tesco's or Sainsbury's. They'll keep going back there. But some people will just use the nearest, most convenient store. They're not going to go out of the way to track down a Sainsbury's. So different companies will have varying levels of brand loyalty. So we've been over these different marketing objectives. Really important that you understand each one and, crucially, how to calculate